Good evening. Behind every headline, whether it's a story of groundbreaking innovation or a shocking corporate scandal, lies an invisible force, a framework that shapes decisions and directs actions: corporate governance. It's the often unseen structure that dictates how a company operates. Think of it as the constitution for a company, the fundamental document that outlines its purpose and principles. It's a comprehensive set of rules, policies, and established practices that collectively direct and control an organization, ensuring it operates ethically and efficiently. It's more than just passively following the law and adhering to regulations. It's about proactively setting a higher standard, a benchmark for how business should be conducted with integrity and transparency. This framework meticulously defines who wields power within the organization, who is responsible for making critical decisions, and crucially, who is ultimately held accountable for the outcomes. It's the system of checks and balances, carefully designed to maintain equilibrium and ensure that the company stays on a responsible and sustainable course. Corporate governance fundamentally shapes the complex relationships between the senior management team, the board of directors, who provide strategic guidance and oversight, the shareholders, who own the company, and all other stakeholders, including employees, customers, and the wider community. Its core idea is remarkably simple, yet profoundly important: accountability. Who is responsible for monitoring the actions and decisions of the people in charge, ensuring they act in the best interest of the company and its stakeholders? Corporate governance provides the definitive answer to that critical question, establishing clear lines of responsibility and oversight. It establishes rigorous oversight mechanisms, starting from the careful and considered selection of board members, extending to the determination of fair and justifiable executive pay, and ensuring the accuracy and transparency of financial reporting. Without strong governance principles in place, a company is like a ship sailing without a rudder, vulnerable to the perils of poor judgment, ethical lapses, and ultimately, potential failure. Therefore, understanding the principles and practices of corporate governance is absolutely crucial for anyone involved in the world of business. It's the silent guardian, working tirelessly behind the scenes to safeguard corporate responsibility and ethical conduct. Corporate governance is the moral compass of an organization. It turns values and codes of conduct into real action. Strong governance creates a culture where doing the right thing is expected and rewarded. This starts at the top, with the board and leadership setting the tone. Transparency is key. When decisions are made openly, unethical conduct struggles to survive. Good governance aligns management's interests with those of shareholders and stakeholders. Incentives are structured for long-term sustainable value, not just short-term gains. A clear code of ethics, backed by governance, empowers employees to act with integrity. Whistleblower policies ensure people can report concerns safely. This environment helps catch problems early before they escalate. Ultimately, governance makes ethical behavior the norm, not the exception. It's the backbone of a company's ethical decision-making. Effective corporate governance relies on robust systems and structures. It's not just about having good intentions or hoping for the best. It requires a deliberate and well-defined framework. These systems are the backbone of ethical behavior, ensuring that the company operates with integrity at every level. The board of directors is central, acting as the primary governing body. They set the strategic direction and oversee the company's performance. This is especially true when the board includes independent members who provide unbiased oversight. Their presence ensures that decisions are made in the best interest of all stakeholders, not just a select few. They bring diverse perspectives and challenge management when necessary. Internal controls and audits act as the company's internal police, diligently working to catch problems early before they escalate into major crises. These controls are designed to prevent errors, detect fraud, and ensure compliance with laws and regulations. External auditors verify financial statements, providing an independent assessment of the company's financial health and adding another crucial layer of trust for investors and the public. Their objective opinion validates the accuracy and reliability of the financial information. Clear reporting lines and defined responsibilities prevent confusion, ambiguity, and evasion. When everyone knows who they report to and what they are responsible for, accountability is significantly enhanced. Performance evaluations tie results to ethical conduct, reinforcing integrity as a core value. It's not enough to simply achieve targets. Employees must also demonstrate ethical behavior in their pursuit of those goals. Consequences for unethical behavior must be real, consistently applied, and proportionate to the offense. This applies regardless of position or seniority. No one is above the rules. A code of conduct is only meaningful if violations have repercussions. It cannot simply be a document that sits on a shelf. It must be actively enforced. When everyone is held to the same standard, from the CEO to the newest employee, the company's commitment to ethics is clear and credible. Accountability isn't just about catching mistakes or assigning blame, it's about building a culture where rules matter, where ethical behavior is encouraged, and where employees feel empowered to speak up when they see something wrong. These systems turn principles into action, transforming abstract ideals into concrete practices. They protect the company's reputation, safeguard its assets, and secure its future success. Strong governance, built on robust systems and unwavering accountability, is the bedrock of trust, reliability, and long-term sustainability. The board of directors is the heart of corporate governance. Their job isn't daily management, but oversight, guidance, and strategic vision. They select and evaluate the CEO, ensuring leadership aligns with company values. The board must be engaged and courageous, ready to act when leadership falls short. They approve strategy, oversee risk, and ensure resources are in place. A diligent board identifies risks, financial, reputational, or cyber, and ensures systems to manage them. The board is the company's conscience, safeguarding ethical principles. They establish and oversee the code of conduct, building a culture of integrity. Their work, though often unseen, is fundamental to the company's identity. The board's stewardship shapes the company's legacy. History provides us with invaluable lessons, showcasing the profound impact of corporate governance, highlighting both its devastating failures and remarkable successes. These examples serve as critical case studies, illustrating how governance, or the lack thereof, can dramatically alter the trajectory of an organization. The infamous collapse of Enron was deeply rooted in widespread fraud and deception. A board that utterly failed in its oversight duty allowed these practices to flourish, ultimately destroying countless jobs and eroding public trust in the market. The consequences were far-reaching and devastating. The Wells Fargo account scandal starkly revealed how a toxic culture, coupled with weak internal controls, can completely override ethical considerations and lead to widespread misconduct. This resulted in significant financial penalties and a tarnished reputation. In stark contrast, Johnson & Johnson's handling of the Tylenol recall demonstrated a commitment to putting customer safety above short-term profit, ultimately restoring and even strengthening public trust in the brand. Their decisive and ethical action in the face of crisis set a new, higher standard for corporate responsibility and crisis management. Patagonia's governance model goes even further, embedding environmental and social responsibility directly into its organizational structure and mission. As a certified benefit corporation, the company is legally required to consider the impact of its decisions on all stakeholders, not just shareholders. These diverse examples clearly illustrate how corporate governance can either protect and enhance, or irreparably destroy, a company's hard-earned reputation. Strong governance isn't simply about avoiding potential disasters and mitigating risks. It's fundamentally about building a foundation of trust with stakeholders and fostering long-term organizational resilience. The critical difference between corporate collapse and enduring success and longevity is very often directly attributable to the quality and effectiveness of its governance practices. These real-world cases serve as a potent reminder that governance is not just an abstract concept, it has very real and tangible consequences. Effective governance shapes not only the trajectory of companies but also the lives of employees, their families, and the communities in which they operate. Given the potential impact on so many, the stakes simply couldn't be any higher. Trust is the currency of business. Hard to earn, easy to lose. Corporate governance is the main mechanism for building and maintaining trust. For employees, it creates pride and psychological safety. For customers, it means confidence in products, honesty, and data protection. Ethical governance builds loyal customers and a strong brand. Investors seek assurance their capital is managed responsibly. Governance provides that. Transparent reporting and independent oversight attract investment and boost value. Good governance also earns public trust and regulatory goodwill. A reputation for integrity is a shield in crisis and a driver of growth. Trust connects a company's success to society's well-being. Reputation, built on governance, is a company's most valuable asset. Corporate governance's impact goes far beyond profits and stock prices. Strong governance sets industry standards, influencing suppliers and partners to adopt ethical practices. This ripple effect can elevate entire sectors and promote a responsible global economy. Companies with good governance invest in communities, support local initiatives, and minimize environmental impact. Their success is linked to the well-being of the places they operate. Good governance can even influence public policy, raising expectations for integrity in both business and government. Leaders from well-governed companies bring valuable skills to public service. Ultimately, governance shapes a company's legacy, either as a force for good or a cautionary tale. The true measure of success is the positive impact left behind. That legacy can't be captured on a balance sheet. The real test of governance comes during tough times. When pressure mounts, strong governance keeps a company from cutting corners or hiding problems. A deeply embedded ethical culture guides instinctive, principled decisions. Leadership's choices in crisis set the tone for the entire organization. Choosing the harder right over the easier wrong strengthens company values. Governance provides the structure for raising concerns and debating tough issues. It empowers the board to challenge leadership when necessary. Good governance acts as a brake, forcing careful consideration of ethical implications. It helps companies do the right thing, especially when it's hardest. Corporate governance and ethics are the bedrock of lasting business success. They're not optional, they're essential for resilience and respect. Companies without governance are vulnerable, those with it endure. Governance provides the compass, accountability, and trust needed for growth. It empowers employees, reassures customers, and attracts investors. The difference between collapse and legacy is the quality of governance. These principles apply to every organization, big or small. Good governance lays the groundwork for responsible growth and protects against costly mistakes. It's the unseen architecture of corporate character. In the end, governance determines if a business is truly built to last. That's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications.